some people get caught up on the rules of something and end up not creating anything. In the creative world, some of the best creations have come from people not sticking to the rules or even just thinking outside of the box. Creating with no rules is the ultimate freedom. What's up, everybody? I'm DDS, and as I just mentioned, man, throw away them rules and just have fun creating. This is for my creators out there, and this could be applied to other areas of life, but I'm really mainly focusing on the creatives. When you create something, when you're working on art, music, I mean, even down to your business, some things could help you. The first thing I want to say to you out there that's watching this is stop overthinking. So many people get analysis by paralysis. If you do not know what that means, that pretty much means you do not take any action. You're stuck just because you're overanalyzing things. I overanalyze things sometimes, but I have to tell myself that that's one of the things that could slow me down from making progress. An example of this is with my own music channel. I've created other channels because I wanted to put the content that I want to put on my main channel on these other channels, but now I'm having the thought of, dang, I should have just threw this stuff over there, and who knows what would have happened. You know, they say you shouldn't mix up content and all that stuff because of the YouTube algorithm and all of that type of stuff. So I'm still thinking about putting stuff over there, still putting stuff over here, probably put it here first and then upload it there. But even with that, I'm getting rid of that little rule that's there, that imaginary rule. When it comes to music, you know that people say you should make music this way, you should make music that way. Do what works for you. Do what makes you feel good. Do what you like hearing. Trust me, it's the best. When you're just trying to make something that's going to fit a certain criteria, it's not as fun. I get more enjoyment out of sitting down, making beats that I want to make, that I want to hear, than if so-and-so asks me for something and I have to stick to a certain guideline. And the funny thing about this is some people are afraid to do anything because of the rules. They think when it comes to music production per se, you have to know music theory. There's no rule saying you have to know music theory. I don't know music theory personally, but I still create. I know some music theory, but I don't know, you know, like to the level of a musician, I should say. And I still create. So don't get stuck on these and let these scare you away from doing whatever it is you want to do, because eventually you can learn other things as well. And then along with that, you should take the time to experiment. Some of the best things come from experimentation, if that's the proper word. I've spent a lot of time experimenting with different things, you know, different plugins, different sounds, different ideas for YouTube, so many different things, different ideas for my business, everything. And that's where some of the best results come from, is I'm just having fun, thinking of new things, new ways, things that I didn't think about before, maybe nobody suggested to me. And then trying something like, I use Guitar Rig on a piano, use Guitar Rig on a sample. It's called Guitar Rig, so it's supposed to only be for guitars, right? That's what some people would tell you. So nobody really has fun following the rules, honestly. Let's be clear. Nobody really has fun just sticking to the rules. When you are not following the rules, though, you must be prepared to deal with the consequences of not following the rules. And I'm talking about in the creative world. I'm not talking about all the other stuff that go on in the world. So don't think I'm endorsing or telling you to go do something illegal. I'm not talking about illegal stuff. I'm talking about creative and business stuff. And even when it comes to business, you have to stick to some rules. But when it comes to planning and your ideas and things of that nature, you could think outside of the box, is what I'm saying. I want to make that clear before I go further. So one of the things that will happen when you don't follow these rules is people will criticize you. There are people out there who want to follow these imaginary rules down for every single point, like no matter what it is. If you're making a cake out there and you need to put the exact ingredient on there, you can't add your own twist to it because they want you to follow the rules when it comes to making music. Like for me, I had a debate with somebody on a video, like a comment, and they were saying that I didn't know what I was doing because it took me 20 minutes to mix a beat. They said I should spend the whole day or something ridiculous on the beat. And I'm like, okay, but let me see what you did. You know, let me go to your channel. Oh, you don't have any videos. Oh, you don't have this. Oh, you don't have that. So you're doing a lot of this, but there's nothing to show for what you've done. But you know, that's how it goes. You get these people that will sit there and criticize you just because of you taking action. Honestly, some people get jealous of the fact that you're actually taking action and it's something that they could be doing. They'll find every little thing to pick out. Like even with me, so say I sat over here and did my video at this angle, right? they'll say, you're not in the middle, you're on the side. See, you need to start doing your videos like this, because real videographers or real YouTubers or whatever you want to call it shoot their videos at this angle. Go to their page, guarantee you they won't have the same amount of work you do, if they have any at all. And the funny thing is, once you find your flow, like I said, people will get jealous. Once you find your flow with whatever it is that you're doing that's working for you, say you got a bakery, right? And you add this extra ingredient that's making everybody go crazy, and they coming to you, you will have people that's probably your competition or people that want to be in the position you're in. They will come to you and be like, no, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do it. You're not supposed to do that, just because they're jealous. It happens all the time. I get it on YouTube. I get it, well, mainly just YouTube. I don't really get it nowhere else, just YouTube. When I do something and then somebody might be like, oh, but that's not really the way you're supposed to do it. Or they'll try to tell me, like, if I wanted to get 1 + 2 = 3, they'll say 1 + 1 + 1 = 3, and that's the way you're supposed to do it. So block out those people. It's not worth going back and forth with them, and don't let them stop you from moving forward because they want to stick to these imaginary rules. There's more than one way to do something at the end of the day. Bottom line is, forget all the rules when you're creating. Experiment, have fun, create whatever it is you want to create. If you want to do some wild stuff, that whatever it is you're creating, go for it. Don't worry about all the other stuff, because once you get analysis by paralysis, you're stuck. You're not going to be doing anything. So take action while you can. Have fun and experiment. That's my message for today. Take care.